are we streaming to? You should hear music. That's what you should hear. How about that transition, right? Hi, everybody!
That's a cool transition.
Right? So, yes, we're a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties, but here we are, and we are going. Wow. All right, so friends, just so everybody is aware and everybody is tracking, this is The Walking Dead. I'm going to get our disclaimer out of the way right here and here to go. This is a game. This game is intended for mature audiences. There are gory, nasty, bad things that happen in this game that could be disturbing for some people. That is it's bad. If you've ever seen The Walking Dead or know anything about The Walking Dead, you very much know it's on paid cable for a reason. Is cable still a thing? I don't know. I just dated myself.
I've really never seen it. I'm afraid of zombies. Should I not be here?
Well, we have our first zombie sacrifice.
Mature? We are anything but mature, are we not?
That is a true statement.
She said but.
That is but. So, that being said, friends, this is The Walking Dead. It is a game about betrayal and hope and trying to make the best that you can and survive the world around you. First and foremost, thank you everybody. This is normally Sunday night for Dark Sun, but John is out of town. I once again have taken over, and of course we're doing something different because I'm different. And again, Walking Dead. I've been a little twitchy. Anyway,
we should have a poll for who is the most different in this party.
That's up to Amanda.
Who would win?
Who would win in the zombie apocalypse?
No, who would win the most different award?
Yes, there is. No, John, I'm the most different. Thank you. I'm different.
John still can't spell my name right. Oh.
Wow. Oh, for shame. For shame. That being said, friends, okay, so as everybody is watching, everybody knows, everybody loves to hand out those +1s and whatnot to the group. I'm going to explain to you how +1s will work for the purpose of this one shot before we dive in. All right? What it is +1s do not add to the die in this game where you guys are normally used to that, right? The +1s are going to give them an additional skill die. However, it will not reduce their stress. So, you can give them +1s. By all means, give them +1s. However, just know that when you give them those +1s, you are giving them a very, very distinct advantage. In this game, only 6s matter, for lack of a better term. On a skill die, only a 6 is a success. For those of you
that would be Satan's favorite number.
Oh, and it's begun already. So that's how it works. 1s on a stress die are bad. 1s on stress dies, really, really bad things happen. If you've ever played the Alien RPG from Free League, you are familiar with the stress system. Those of you who have not, just strap in. No point in keeping up. Just kind of take in the story, and here we go, friends. For some of you who are joining us, this is a tie-in one-shot to the 4-part miniseries that's happening over on Guild Superior. So some of the names, places, and ideas that are expressed in this, if you're familiar with the Walking Dead miniseries that's going on over on Guild Superior on Saturdays, you will pick up on a few things and maybe piece some parts of the puzzle together. Who knows? We'll see. That being said, friends, we begin. Our friends, all coming from what amounts to the fledgling forming of the Commonwealth in Southern Virginia, arise this day to find something troubling. John and Rebecca have left. Supplies are taken. A truck is missing from your compound, and no one's seen hide nor hair of them. The group has gathered together, wondering what's going on, what's happening. Your small little commune has come together to start to build a new place. There are many, many threats out there. Oddly enough, outside the walls of your small little collective, you have been encountering a rogue group. This rogue group has been ransacking, taking, claiming anything that they want. They're identifiable by a W that is carved into their forehead. Another group that exists amongst the denizens of the land, they are to be feared and taken very seriously. Hence why the concern for John and Rebecca leaving is a big deal. You want to grab your group, you want to keep your group together. John and Jessica had made very strong beliefs about eloping and starting a family. But it wasn't necessarily the best, we'll say, for the group. It's come to a group decision amongst yourselves as well as your anchors and other members of your community that they need to be found. You all know that the nearest town is Raven Hill. It's a small little town, right? Not much more than a handful of buildings, some train tracks, a bridge. You raid there for supplies regularly. However, your scouts have reported seeing these odd people, these W's around. Some have been deeming them wolves because they always seem to hunt in packs. There's never just one. They always come in great numbers. Marisha comes to you, Mia. I don't think that they in any way, shape, can be left alone out there. You need to go out and get them and bring them back. Take whoever you need with you, but they need to come back. Mostly importantly is, well, John knows how to fix the radio. And if we need him to get the radio working if we're going to attempt to make any communication with anybody else out here.
I agree.
There were things that were said, and people may have their biases against them, but that's neither here nor there. The most important thing is that the group stays together.
I mean, who knows what could happen to them out there?
Well, we all kind of know what could happen to them out there. It's risky, but it's needed. Take a truck if you want. I think we have one left that can be used, and take who it is that you need. Each one of you, in turn, know John or Rebecca. Isaac, you're familiar with John only because with John you've gone on many supply raids, gone into town, gone looking for various things that the community needs. He's always been a very sporting guy. He's always been laughable, always great to crack a joke. But outside the wall, you're not sure there's many that you would trust to have your back.
Okay.
Lisa, you and Rebecca have survived together since it all began. Rebecca and you, not always the bestest of friends in high school, but when everything started happening, you bonded together and you managed to keep one another alive. And for her to take off with John just shows how reckless she's become and how stupid and just dumb she has been to risk her life over some guy. I mean, it's slim pickings out here, but come on. Bonnie, you've looked after Rebecca and John and have always nurtured their relationship, even if it wasn't at the best of times and that they've taken risks to one another. But you kind of acting more like a den mother than anything to a lot of the younger folks within the group feel a level of personal responsibility to find them. So we begin at breakfast. It's quiet. Everybody knows what's happened. Everybody's having hushed murmurs. Marisha pulling Mia off to the side, having brief but important discussion. You guys have plenty of equipment. Just take one of the trucks. They couldn't have gotten too far.
Surely. Okay. Have you talked about this to anyone else?
Everybody knows, but nobody's really coming forth with it, we'll say.
Okay. I only want to take people that want to go. I don't want to force anybody.
Well, take your pick or ask for a lottery. It's up to you as to who goes with you. Just don't go by yourself.
Certainly not.
I'll go with you.
Are we all here for this conversation?
You guys are all there. You guys are all there at breakfast. Breakfast is kind of like the breakfast hall is kind of like a tabernacle, right? Everybody kind of comes there for food and whatnot.
Oh, those kids. You know,
you're going to pick up after them after one more bad decision.
Well, you just don't know their situation, do you? You just don't know. But they probably should not have taken as much as they took. I mean, if they want to just live on their own, then they can. I mean, I get that we want John for his skills, but you know, we're more than just our skills and our abilities.
My concern is, are they going to survive out there, the two of them, on their own? I don't know why they think that they can do this without us. Rebecca and I have been friends for years, it feels like now, and I've been taking care of her and she's been taking care of me, and for her to just go off and go after this guy.
You know, sometimes you need to make connections. Connections are important. And so they made a connection and they were honoring that connection.
It's a connection that might get themselves killed. And we care about them and we want to get them back. We want them to be safe, right?
Yeah.
We do.
We can head out and look for them. Just I'm not expecting to find them.
We gotta try.
Well, did anybody hear what direction they might have gone? I think I heard some ideas that they went that way.
I mean, it's the closest town is Raven Hill. It's a good place to start.
That'd be the best place to start.
So, you guys want to come with?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with you. And
I guess.
So, are the windows boarded up here? Are they covered up here? What do the windows look like? Are they painted over?
As far as the vehicle goes, or as far as the
building that we're in?
So you guys are in a fenced, for lack of a better term, a fenced and walled community. You're one of the various... Okay. This is yet another small community that had very high walls and was set to be a very well-to-do neighborhood before everything happened. Your group, along with a few others, have kind of... your group specifically has kind of took over this place and kind of fortified it. It was one of those... we see them everywhere now. It's the subdivision that pops up in the middle of a cornfield or in the middle of a forest because real estate was super cheap there, and they decided to build up out of it. It is another one of those types of communities that you guys have taken over. You've taken the time to fortify it to a degree, but your numbers for your community still only number in about 15 or so.
Okay.
So losing these two is a significant loss.
Yeah, I was just wanting to make sure that if we went out to the vehicle, we're not walking out into
No. You are safe,
okay.
TM, within these walls.
So, all right, I'll go out and check everything on the truck, make sure it's working.
Outside there's an old beat up truck, right? It's a crew cab, thankfully, and it's diesel, so it is a little loud, but it is big enough to accommodate the four of you. It is also what is not commonly used to make supply runs. Has about a half a tank of gas. Should be plenty to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And it is ready to go.
I think Mia would kind of get up next to Bonnie, just kind of like lean over and say, I'm really glad you're coming with us. I mean, I'm a bit worried. I know it's dangerous, but I know you can handle yourself, and I know you drive real well.
I drive. That's my thing. That's been driving for, Lord, I can't even count the years. Good at dodging them walkers and knowing which way. But boy, we got a loud vehicle. That's a little concerning. It's. I wish those kids wouldn't taken. I mean, them taking the quieter truck keeps them safer. Maybe they've just come to their senses and they're on their way back. And
that's a hope we can have.
Got to watch out for them wolves.
Yeah.
I'm packing. Let's go.
Yep. All right.
As you all load up your various supplies, weapons of choice, things you need to survive any situation, the loud roar of the truck comes to life as you begin to make your way over towards the gate. Josephine stands at the gate. She looks at you all with her dad's old hunting rifle, and she nods, and she pulls the gate aside. And for the first time in what feels like months, for some of you it was yesterday, you see the outside of the community, the road. Immediately you notice the fact that the road is covered in leaves. It hasn't been kept up. Hasn't been traveled much. It's almost as if by passing through the threshold of the gate, you are in fact entering a whole different world. And the world of safety that you've built thus far is behind you. Each of you in turn, looking in the various mirrors behind you, you see the gates close. And that level of safety, that level of comfort that you have fought so hard to get, so much to hold on to, is now gone. You're sacrificing it to try and find those you love and those you care about. Because after all, the people that you keep around you are the most important thing. The engine roars to life as you pull off down the road, heading towards Ravens Hill.
How far is it?
It's about 20 miles or so from where you're at. So it won't take very long to get there, provided you run into no obstacles along the way. There is a bridge. There is a bridge that you do have to cross over a small river. But that river's been dried up for as long as you can remember, Bonnie. When you guys first found this settlement, that river hadn't had water in it in scarcely a year or two. But as you drive along, everything seems peaceful. Everything feels tranquil. It almost reminds you of yesteryear. Just another day, another drive into town. But you can't let your guard down. After a few minutes of silence in the vehicle, you all just kind of taking in your surroundings. Who's riding shotgun?
Mia.
I agree.
All right.
Sit on right down here next to me, honey. I'm right here. You keep me company.
Mia, I need you
Uh-oh.
to give us our first roll.
Oh boy.
All right. I need you to make a scout roll for me, please.
Okay, so that would be wits plus scout.
That is correct.
So you add those two numbers?
Correct, to get your dice pool.
Okay. Got it.
1-6.
All right. That's all you need is a single success. As you're driving along, Bonnie focused on the road. Isaac and Lisa looking out either side for walkers coming out of the brush line. You spot something orange down in the gully of the bridge. Bright orange. Almost like a camping tent.
Bonnie, do you see that?
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
point it out. Her leg has not stopped bouncing. She's gotten in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure do. Did those kids get a tent that color? Or
I'm more worried that it might be one of the wolves.
Oh, already? Lisa takes a huge swig out of a whiskey bottle that she pulls out of like a satchel on her back.
Lisa, you very much know that's Rebecca's tent.
Wait. What color did you say it was?
it's hunting orange, honey. Hunting orange color.
Wait. Pull over. That's Rebecca's.
Where's the car or the truck they had? I mean,
Oops, sorry.
No, go.
As you pull off and you kind of begin to look in the area, before you get out of the vehicle, you do that quick perimeter check around the vehicle, and no walkers are around.
Like stand up on the hood and look around. We see nothing but the tent.
You see the tent and what appears to be a small, like there was a camp there, so to speak.
And the tent is still intact? Like, is it tattered? There's
From
no holes? There's no...
From where you are currently standing, the tent appears intact. However, you wouldn't necessarily know until you got closer. Though there is some sort of marking on the side of it.
Yeah, but the truck's not there. Those kids could have hopped in. Walkers could have come. They could have hopped in the truck and just shot
Or somebody
away.
stole the truck.
Or somebody stole the truck.
Can I take a look at the marking that's on the side of the tent?
Yeah,
you would have
get a closer look.
You would have to go down into the gully.
yeah. Let's
to be
take
able
a
to
closer
get a
look.
look.
Can I drive the truck into that gully?
You may certainly try.
Would it get stuck if you did?
It's dry. It's a dry bed, right?
Correct.
So define gully, like just a ditch.
No, it's about 15 foot, down and back up.
Maybe leave it at the top. We can just take the keys with us.
All right, roll up the windows.
Does anyone have a weapon that fires like at a decent range? Because if we want to keep,
well, I got my trusty revolver right here.
Yeah, we don't need to draw the walkers in by shooting either.
Well, my concern is, do we want to leave somebody with the truck in case theirs got stolen? We don't want ours stolen too.
Well, if we take the keys, we don't want to leave anyone behind.
That is true. If we take the keys.
Well, and if their truck got stolen and ours gets stolen, we're on the same base as them, and we're more likely to find them because we'll be thinking like they had to think.
Or we'll be dead.
Or we'll be dead. If that's what the Lord wills, then that's what the Lord wills.
Let's hope that that's not what he wills today.
Positive. Let's be positive about this.
Yeah.
Well, he's kept us there this long. We're here for a purpose,
Maybe we
y'all.
shouldn't be drinking right now.
Do you want me to get through this?
I mean, preferably sober. Yeah.
I work better when I'm less stressed, and I will be less stressed if I take another sip of this.
Okay, you are on your fourth swig, and you are starting to feel it, Lisa.
She's confident.
She is. She has
She's
that.
feeling real
She
confident.
has that fire in her belly and that liquid courage. That is no doubt whatsoever. We're making a note. Anyway.
Now, Mia, don't go getting in your head that you could settle your ADHD down a little bit by drinking some of the Lisa stuff. You don't need it. It's fine.
Don't want it.
We walk down and look
I'm just
at the
worried.
tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll head our way.
Is it
I have
zipped
the
up
pocket
or
knife
is it-
in my hand.
The closer you get, the more the scene begins to unfold before you. As you look, you notice that this is in fact Rebecca's tent. Lisa, it takes every ounce of your courage not to go running up. Isaac, as you take a look at the tent initially, there's a cut mark along one side. On the other side of the tent, the side that was facing you, it's still intact. And you begin to make out in crude spray paint the wolves are near. The tent and the insides have been ransacked and gone through. There's a small amount of blood that you see in the inside of the tent. Discarded cans. It looks as though John's pack was hastily gone through, and the most important things were taken.
Shit.
Better not lay a hand on her. That Rebecca, she needs to be gentle.
All right.
Do we know where?
Do
the
we
wolves-
see like footprints? Do we see like any idea
You may
of
make
direction?
you may make a survival check to attempt to track, or a scout check in order to determine if you can find any additional clues.
I think Mia's gonna look for any like screeching tire marks.
Well, you're kind of on the
with
dirt.
this- Okay. Ah.
Got a 6.
You got a 6, okay.
got a 6.
What were you rolling, Bonnie?
Scout.
Okay.
I'll do survival.
Okay.
2 6s.
All right. All right. So, so Bonnie, as you're looking out, you can see where the leaves in the dried bed have been kind of spread apart, right? Someone drove off, like they tore ass down this thing to get up and over and back up onto the road. With Scout, Mia, you find a map. And this map leads a little farther, just past Raven Hill. And it's got a small little circle on it or whatnot, right? And it says abandoned compound.
I think I know where they took them.
Or is that where the
Hold
kids
up.
went? Was this their map? Or
This was John's map.
So that's
That's where they were headed. That's where they were headed. But
We don't know if they made it.
But did the wolves get to them before they?
right. So we had
My guess would be the wolves got to them beforehand. So
clearly, and I feel like this is a trap because they made the front end look all nice and clean. We should get our patooties back up to that truck right
I feel like
away.
it's the only lead that we have.
yeah.
Right,
I
but they
agree.
went-
Let's talk to the truck.
Let's talk to the truck.
Talking the truck.
Oh, truck, tell us.
Truck, please.
Do you feel your buddy? Which way did he go?
I am Optimus Prime, and you humans brought this on yourselves.
Thank you, truck. Oh, ever wise.
Because that they came back up on the road, so they went up that ditch that we didn't come down. Yeah.
When you get back up to the top, right, you notice that the truck, right, its tires screeched on the pavement on the far side of the bridge and headed toward what you can amount to Raven Hill, as that will be the next spot down the road.
Do we know where do the wolves take control of
They
Raven
don't
Hill?
really control Raven Hill. They don't really control territory per se. The only thing that is known is that the wolves are slightly nomadic. But wherever they leave their graffiti, they generally are not far off. Hence, the wolves are near is their slogan, because they are generally near. Now, that's not to say they're right around the corner, but it does mean that wherever their markings are at, you know that it may not necessarily be safe to be there overnight, or it may not be safe to be there any more than an hour. You really don't know. The one thing that you do know about the wolves is that they don't use guns. They only use knives and stabbing weapons, because guns make noise and they are silent.
How much blood did we see? You said just a little bit.
Yeah, like if you could make a medicine check if you wanted to kind of try and determine what kind of blood it is that's there.
What kind of blood? All right. Well, I got a 4 in empathy.
We each got a +1.
Hey.
Oh,
Awesome.
all right,
Thank you.
Nope.
Nope.
Fine.
I mean,
Are.
this could be a bloody nose. This could be a, you're not quite sure, but it's definitely not. It's not enough blood to signify somebody died here. But I mean, Bonnie, let's just face it. You may be one.
Could it be?
You
could it be
may
the girl's period? Could it be
No,
that? Because
no.
she just left not prepared.
You may be one with the Lord now, but at one point in time, you drove a truck and you've seen your fair share of barroom fights.
Oh boy. Okay.
So this looks more along the lines of that whole somebody got into a fight here.
Okay. Nobody died.
And on the
Well, you
map,
don't see anybody.
Nobody died here.
Right.
Nobody died here. And you know what? Sometimes, honey, that's all we do is we hang on to what we got that gives us hope. We're here for a reason. All right. So,
let's head back up to the truck.
on the map,
Mm-hmm.
where is the abandoned compound in Raven Hill?
No, the abandoned compound is just past Raven Hill by about 20 or 30 miles, which sets it just outside of Richmond, Virginia.
Either way, we gotta go towards Raven Hill.
Mhm.
We can look for the truck on our way. Try to just scout it out by seeing. And if we don't find it, maybe head to the compound? Do we have enough gas for that?
oh, but we're in this lordly loud noisy truck. Those wolves are going to hear us. We should maybe not take. Is there a way to not take the main road?
Unfortunately, given this part of Virginia where you're at, it's the main roads and a lot of woods. Now, it's not to say that you couldn't perhaps park a mile or two outside of town and then try and go in on foot, but that is a call that only you can make.
I prefer them know that we're there and us be able to get out quickly than them not originally know and perhaps find out that we're there and
Well, let's
things
just
happening after that.
let's get back on the road and start to driving. And this truck just screams, "Hello, we're coming."
It is, but the more we sit and try to make a decision, the further away they might get.
Oh yeah, I think we're driving already. We're in the truck. Are we driving? We're driving, right?
We're driving now.
Get on!
Now
in
we
here,
are.
everybody.
Talk and drive.
Get in, lock the windows. Let's go.
Okay.
Lock the door. Okay.
So, as you guys are driving, going at a not quite speeding pace, because, well, let's just face it, that makes a lot of noise, and there's a lot of abandoned cars and burnt out cars and corpses all over the road. But after a short time, you start to see Raven Hill, 5 miles. And the closer you get to Raven Hill, the more that sense of unease sits in your stomach.
Any wolves are near graffiti on any of these signs?
Not that you've seen. But as you get closer, each of you in turn knows the pain, knows what could happen. That, honestly, the walkers are not the thing that you fear the most out here. It's other people that you fear the most out here. And that people are far more savage than any walker you've ever encountered. As you press farther in, you get that warning, 2 miles. And you start to see the edge of Raven Hill. And you start to see people moving about. But you're not sure, are those actually people? Are they walkers? Are they wolves? You're not 100% sure.
So, within that mile from town, is there a place that we can, some bushes where we can like park the truck and kind
Sure.
of hide it?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, do y'all think we should hoof it from here, keep the loud truck here, get our weapons? I got my trusty revolver and crowbar, and I got the word of the Lord with me here. Thank you, Jesus. And we can go quiet.
I'm so glad that you feel like one of those things really helps so much. I think that we should leave the truck here because the last thing that we need is to draw more attention to ourselves.
Agreed. Gotta use that good old noggin that the good Lord gave us all.
Oh, amen. Amen.
Amen.
Walking around.
Yeah.
Stealth and quiet is going to be
All right.
key.
So Jesus, take the wheel. I've been waiting to see that. Park this car in a shrub. Hide it all over.
How many bodies do we see walking around?
You see 3 right now.
We see 3. How far away are they?
They're in town. I mean, they're about a half a mile up the road. Given by the way that given their movement and how they're meandering, for lack of a better term, you're fairly certain that these are walkers.
All right.
You said that, and my puppy started growling. That's so funny.
Stealthy we go then.
Yep.
So, you guys wish to make a stealth approach into the town. How do you wish to go? Do you wish to cut up into the woods and perhaps look down into the town and survey it? Do you wish to just kind of sneak up along the road? How do you wish to approach?
I feel like a bird's eye view from the woods might be the best way to go so we can we're secluded and then we get a better view top down of what's going on down there before we actually drop
But
in.
at the same time, we don't know what's in the woods.
Kids, which one of you kids is good at climbing trees? Maybe one of y'all could shimmy up a tree and get that. That's a fantastic idea to get a bird's eye view.
Bonnie, you know I'm good at climbing trees.
You are the fastest thing I've ever did see. Yeah, Lisa?
I could probably get up there pretty easy.
Well,
Lisa, are you going to attempt to climb the tree?
I absolutely am, and Taylor is terrified because I don't know how to climb a tree.
Okay, so you are going to roll strength and endurance for this. However, you are going to need 2 successes as the liquid courage in your belly is kind of going to your limbs slightly.
That is fair. I got 3 successes.
Oh,
shoot!
Superpower.
As liquid courage giveth, you kind of shimmy up the tree a bit, and as you begin to look in, you see several walkers, and then you see several people. They seem to be going around, Lisa, and taking out the walkers as they are gathering supplies out of buildings.
Well, hey, you guys. This is way higher than I thought it was. But the good thing is, it looks like there are a couple people down there handling the walkers for us. So, if we want to just hang out here for a bit and watch the magic unfold, we may not have to do anything.
Make a scout roll for me, will you, Lisa?
Okay.
If we can,
roll
while they're distracted, make our way around them.
Are wolves distinct in how they dress?
The only thing that's distinct about them is they have the W that they carve into their forehead.
2 successes on the scout roll.
Nice.
Lisa,
yeah.
As you're looking, you see John. His hands are bound behind him. A wolf is pushing him forward. You know that this is a wolf because you see the unmistakable W on his bald head carved into the front. And you see him pushing John, teasing John, as there's a walker that is missing its legs down, is reaching up, grabbing, and the wolf is dropping John down, pulling him back. Dropping John down, pulling him back. And he is absolutely 100% just toying with John as you see this happening. One of the other wolves walks over, shoves the larger man who was toying with John, and then punches John in the face before he puts a boot to the walker's head. You see him shouting something that you remain unknown, indistinguishable from everything else. And then you see the wolves begin to herd the walkers into the back of what you believe to be a cargo truck.
You're making a lot of faces, Lisa. What are you seeing?
John. John's right there. He's right there. He's right there. And they are holding him in front of a walker. And it looks like they maybe have control of a bunch of walkers or something. They just herded them all into a truck.
Oh God, what are they going to do
wolves,
with them?
though.
How many wolves were there? Did you see?
I only saw 2 for now, I think.
Did you see Rebecca?
Maybe John knows. They don't have guns. We do. If we use them, we'd have to get John guns. And they haven't used them before.
We don't want to draw a lot of noise and attention either. Stealth is best. If we make a lot of noise going in to get him, we might get him, but then we might be in for a huge fight too. Yeah, because you don't know how many walkers out there. There could be none. There could be 1,000. Yeah, I mean, use the gun as a last-ditch effort if we have to.
Okay. We should go now. If they're getting into the truck, we don't want them to take him somewhere. We won't be able to follow.
Did the wolves stay there, or did they just load John up and go away?
So no.
Walkers into the truck.
They're loading the walkers. They're using John as bait to essentially pull the walkers into the back of what amounts to a U-Haul truck.
They're fixing to bring those walkers somewhere. Maybe to our camp.
Or they may just be traveling around with them and taking
entire camps out. Or it could be, hey, there's a truck sitting here, and what do we do? We scavenge. Somebody opens up the back of that truck, and now you've got a small little horde to deal with.
Whatever it is, we gotta move.
Yeah, we need to definitely get moving.
Everybody increase your stress by 1.
Done.
Don't want to.
Oh, let's make a box. This is my little stress box.
I also made a stress box.
1.
How do you wish to approach the town? You obviously see that your friend to some, pain in the ass to others, is in duress. The wolves very much have a hold of him and are very much using him. There's been no sign of Rebecca yet, oddly enough. But there are, at least, by Lisa's mostly accurate count, 3-4 wolves, John, and about 10 walkers.
How far away from John is our truck?
John's in, the center of town. You guys are at the edge of town.
Okay.
Now, granted, this town isn't much bigger than a single stoplight town.
Okay.
But it's a good enough distance forward that you have challenges before you. You have 2 options, ultimately, when you look at the scene. You can attempt to run up the street, or you can attempt to go through the buildings. Or, maybe a third option, of coming down through the woods. All present their own risks and dangers.
I feel like streets are too bright, too obvious. Buildings hold their own dangers.
Everything's going to hold a danger no matter what we do. We just don't know what's in the buildings. I mean, we could get into one building and there'll be a bunch of wolves in there, or could be an empty building, or it could be walkers.
Or it could be an empty building that we think, and then we turn a corner and there's one on the ground and it grabs your ankle and then we're dead. And I'd say the woods.
Well, we know walkers are here. I think we also need to make sure that we can come in. Lisa, do you have any what direction did they take after they loaded up the walkers? Where did they go?
Yeah, did the truck take off at all, or did they?
No, they're still actively pulling.
This could be our chance to get them while they're focused on the walkers. So if we kind of get in there as quick as we can and just kind of bonk them on the head, and while they're busy, they're focused on the walkers. They got to have all their attention on the walkers.
You said there's one guy that was holding up John, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah.
He was holding him, but then one of them pushed him out of the way, and now they're herding all the walkers into the truck. And
it ain't right to use
them
manners.
around.
We all just need to work together.
Time is obviously becoming more and more of a pressing issue. What do you wish to do?
I say let's just go.
Yeah, let's move up and just be cautious to where.
Okay. All right.
Pull my axe out.
Through the streets.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth roll, as I imagine you are not necessarily going to be just barreling down the road.
No.
What? Are you sure?
Each of you in turn make your stealth roll. Remember that if you roll a 1 or a 6 on your stress die, I need to know.
Question.
Because we have so we roll a stress die because we each have one stress.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So that's in addition to everything we roll. So it doesn't replace it. It's just in addition.
Right.
So
if we roll 3, then we roll 4.
So stealth is agility then?
Yes.
Okay.
I got 2 successes.
Nope. No 1s, no 6s, no nothing.
1 success. That's a lot of 1s, but that's not on the stress dice, and that's what matters.
That's what matters.
There's like 3 1s here.
So I have 2 successes, and my stress die has got a 3 on it.
Okay. So those of you who didn't get any successes.
I'm an old lady. My knees hurt. My back hurts. My shoulder hurts. I'm doing my best.
The rest of you are moving through. Bonnie, unfortunately, as you're trying to move through, you're spotted. Hey, you old crone, what you doing over there? Huh? We see you. Don't think you're gonna get away. Come on out. Come on out.
Well, I wasn't out. Now settle down. I wasn't hiding. I saw them walkers. Thought I'd try to help you out. I'm just an old lady on the road. They
begin walking towards you, and like, even though there's 3 of them, there's a walker that passes in front of them like it's coming towards them, and they, without, almost as if muscle memory, as if it is more of a nuisance than anything, they put a blade into the walker's head and it drops before them, and they keep walking, looking at you like you're their next meal.
I'm moving away from the 3 of them so that they don't see them, right? Be like, well, you boys sure are strong. You do that. You take care of them walkers just like ain't nobody's business.
Well, we're here to tell you that we might have use for you. Why don't you come on over here? Don't you know it's dangerous to travel alone, ma'am? As they say, with like big toothy grins, the 3 men looking at each other and then sizing you up.
I'm going to pull up my Bible and say, you know, boys, when you got the Lord, you are never alone. And I believe that this meeting right now is divine destiny. And the Lord wants me to meet with you and talk with you and help you boys out.
Are we able to hear this conversation from
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm
Lisa just looks at Mia and Isaac and just
all right.
I think my puppy has to go outside. I don't want her to pee in the house.
Hang on, just.
I have a plan. Can you guys get John?
Can we get John? Where will you be when we're getting John?
I think we could deal with the 3
You're gonna
guys as they
see she
approach
pulls
her.
out a small screamer firework from her bag.
Okay.
Do you know how many walkers that's going to attract? I don't know how many are around here, but
I'm gonna throw it on their feet. You guys get John and we bolt. One of us has been spotted. I'm not gonna let Bonnie just Then she'll just motion to whatever's happening with her waving around the Bible.
As you guys see Bonnie waving around the Bible, right? You can see two of the guys. One of them pulls a pistol from the back of the small of his back. Another one pulls a knife, and the other a hatchet. And they are eyeing Bonnie, looking at her. Bonnie, I need you
Yes.
to make a mobility check for me, please.
If it looks like the guy with the gun is raising it, I'm throwing the screamer at him.
But boys, you look hungry. You know, old Bonnie's a great cook. I can get you some victuals out of nothing.
As
One
this is happening,
success.
Okay. One success. The one with the knife kind of lunges out at you, closing the distance quickly, and said, "We ain't had no use for God since the happening, but we got plenty of uses for you. Don't you worry about that."
Do I bat it away?
No. Like, you get out of the way. Like,
I get out of the way.
You move out of the way as he kind of like lunges at you very quickly, closing the distance. It allows you to basically keep a degree of distance between you and him.
Now,
Close
boys,
is Bonnie to us.
Boys, there's no need for violence. We are all fighting. We have the same enemy, and there's no need for that.
Lisa's liquid courage has like really kicked in, and
Yep.
she's feeling good. And she hears all of this, and she hears Bonnie say there's no need for violence, and she straight up slaps herself in the face and then starts gunning it down and says, "There sure is," with her knife in her hand.
Okay. All right. So, cool. We are going to enter an initiative.
Great!
We are going to
How
enter
do
an
we
initiative.
roll for initiative?
Okay, so for initiative, right, for this,
Look at me causing problems.
look at you causing
That's
problems.
fine.
All
I
right.
did throw a screamer.
All right. You're going to roll your agility. Just your agility,
Okay.
right? And for this, you're going to tell me your number, and that will
Oh,
create
total
our
number?
initiative. Your
Total
total number.
number?
Your total number, and we'll use that to identify our agility.
Oh my god.
11.
Hang on just a second. So that's oh, Lisa got a 10.
10.
Bonnie got an 11.
Boys.
right.
Oh,
Isaac, what'd you get?
3.
Oh, that's not good. And Mia?
24.
baby.
I rolled 3
24?
5s, a 6, and a 3.
All right.
You got lots of agility there.
I'm fast.
Them
what I do.
youngins, they got all the energy.
My mom's in trouble. I can't let that happen.
Ain't let it
All
happen.
right. So, Mia, you are up first. Our order is going to be Mia, one of the wolves. Then it's going to be Bonnie. Or, correction, my bad. It's going to be Mia, Wolf 1, Wolf 2, Bonnie, Lisa, Isaac, and then Wolf 3.
How far away is the whole John situation from where we are right now?
John is kind of like in and out of it, right? Leaned up against one of the trucks. They know
Just about
he's
how
not.
far away?
About I'd say 40 feet. Yeah, they know he's kind of in and out of it.
Now, question for you, Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
What would there be any benefit to me throwing the screamer other than noise?
Noise attracts walkers.
Do I think that would put them off from attacking? So
I don't know,
They
Mia.
originally-
What do you think would happen?
You just shoot
Okay.
from the hip, honey, and you just.
I
it'll
will
all be
say
all
this
right.
much. I will say this much, right? There are no good ideas or bad ideas. There are just ideas when it comes
I
to The
think
Walking
that's
Dead.
wrong. And I think I'm going to, seeing
I
as
don't-
they've
I don't-
lunged at her.
I don't know. You've been hanging on to this firecracker for I don't know how long, and it seemed like you were real itching to use it.
Yeah, as I was saying, they lunged at her, and like I said, I'm.
Do you have a
throwing
lighter?
it- Do I have a lighter? I have a harmonica.
Those are about the same thing.
Yeah, harmonica, lighter, definitely same category.
Hey, does anyone have a lighter?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I do.
Oh, goody. Can I snatch it, light it, and toss it? In one action round.
Not quite.
Mm-mm.
You could get the fireworks to Isaac.
Sure. Is that one action, or do I have something else?
That's it.
Then I'm disregarding, and I'm going with my knife at the guy that's going at Bonnie.
Okay, you essentially get one movement, one action. That's what you always have. One movement, one
Okay.
action.
One
There are
movement, one
certain things that are considered negligible, right? Actions, right? I.e., like drawing a weapon or opening a door or something like that, which would be called like a negligible action. But actively trying to utilize a weapon or piece of equipment is an action.
Okay. Then, yeah, my action is taking my knife and trying to stab it at the guy, neck or head, that's going after Bonnie.
Outstanding. So go ahead and make a close combat. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and make your close combat.
Okay. One success.
All right.
The 5 on my stress.
All right. He is going to roll his mobility to try and dodge.
Okay. Does he have any penalty because he didn't know I was there?
Not really.
Darn it.
Aw, good
I
try.
tried.
Good try.
I'm hustling. I'm trying.
As you go and he dodges out of the way, he goes to dodge out of the way with a success. He still managed to summon a walker. And as he does, he dodges out of the way, seeing you come, and in his overconfidence, he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, look at you. Oh, you'll be a nice addition to the other one. That's for damn sure." However, he has summoned a walker, and behind him,
He has summoned a walker?
it's an expression.
Yeah.
What class is he? What class is he playing? Is he
A walker appears.
Waka waka.
A walker appears, and I will allow Mia to roll this. Mia, roll me a D66.
A D66?
Oh, that's just.
That's just
2d6.
2d6.
Oh, that works. I was gonna just pull up a... Hey, leave me alone. I don't know what I'm doing. Shoot, I should have rolled them separately, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
The order in which... Should I do it again then?
No? What did you get?
Okay.
Pick!
2 and a 5.
Make an executive decision. Is it 52 or 25?
25!
25. They get on top of him, but the walker reaches out and lunges for him and manages to tackle him down to the ground. He manages to get out from under him, but not before being clawed by the walker. He lets out a series of curses and expletives. I can say that word.
Expletives.
As he turns and looks at you, Mia.
You know, the Lord doesn't favor the crass.
As he points his gun at you.
Is that a
Honey,
mobility?
use all that energy that you got.
As he goes to fire his weapon at you.
Is that a mobility check I can make?
You will hear in just a second. You do need to make a mobility check as he has 2 successes. One is a messy critical.
Woo! So I'm gonna use my +1 on this.
Okay.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm gonna re-roll one of these because one of them is a normal.
Don't forget, one's a stress die.
Yep, I got 1 stress. Oh my goodness.
I feel nervous.
So many
Okay.
dice. It sounds like you just rolled 20.
2 successes.
2 successes. You meet his. As the shot fires and rings out, it does connect with you, doing 1 point of damage as it grazes your arm.
Where's our health?
Okay.
Your health is in the center of your character sheet.
Yep. I I'm bruised. Is that
Where?
what it would be?
Yep. In the center of your character sheet.
Cool.
You have four condition levels.
Oh.
As you
see.
take this shot, knowing that you dodged out of the way, his messy critical allowing him to ensure that he hits you for at least a point of damage. Though the gunshot summons them. As you all begin to hear the dull murmur, the faint moaning becomes louder and louder. As you begin to look around, and this quaint little town, which you only thought had 4, maybe 5 walkers still roaming free, not counting the ones that are being shoved into the back of a U-Haul truck. Doors open and bodies begin to flood out.
That's not good.
Everybody increase your stress by 1.
Oh, that's really not good.
The second wolf, looking at Bonnie, 100% very much convinced that this is his prey, looks her deadpan in the face and says, "Well, it looks like we're both gonna die today, but not before I gut you first," as he lunges to attack
Well,
at
I
you.
never.
I need you to make an agility roll.
Agility. That's a 3 of these, and then 2 of those. 6, 5, 1, and a 4, and a boys and girls stress die.
Hey.
That's a 1 on the stress die.
Oh no.
That's so one
Bonnie.
on the stress die.
The walkers begin to enclose around you. Bonnie.
Son, we gotta fight together. We
You
can
need
do
to make an agility
Yes.
roll.
it. Another agility roll.
I
Yeah.
want to use your plus here.
Okay, yeah. I'll use. Thank you for that reminder. I'll use that plus. So
I don't want you to die.
4 of these and 1 success and stress die 4. I'm good on the stress die.
Okay. I need you to roll a d6.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, this is the 10s and this is the 1s. 46.
46.
Yes, sir.
A walker lunges at you from behind, triggered by the people, the noise of this confrontation with one another. You manage to protect your face, but it bites you in both earlobes. Your only chance of
Wait.
survival is to cut off your ears.
Wait,
Oh
how
With-
did it bite me in both
Both earlobes at the same time.
Within D6 hours. So roll a
Within-
D6.
Roll a d6. 4.
You have 4 hours to remove. That's a pick one, your right or your left earlobe, that you have to remove, or
You're gonna Van Gogh it.
you're going
Yeah.
to end up becoming a walker. Take 2 points of damage.
Damn. Oh, I need a damage box that I can write in. So wait. So we only have 4 points. Is that it?
So you have 4 damage states. Once you hit broken, you roll on the critical injuries chart. When you reach, and then it resets your health. Once you hit 3 critical
Wait,
injuries, then you die.
So-
Or if the walker attack kills you.
So
You go through your list for 1 time, you roll a critical die. You go through your health again, all 4 again, you roll a critical die. If you go through it again on the 3rd time, you're dead.
No matter what.
So I took 2 points of damage. So that means I put a tick in unharmed and a tick in bruised.
Yep.
Correct. Or no, you put a tick in battered.
Oh, because unharmed is like you don't actually.
Unharmed
put
is you
anything-
have 0 damage. Yeah.
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 Bruised.
That's your normal state.
Okay, so we don't even put anything there. Okay. So I'm bruised and battered. You know, that's fine. It's fine. I can shrug this off.
You have 4 hours to cut your ear off.
Well, I don't have a knife, so.
I
I do.
Well, let's take
Your
care of these
stress,
walkers.
your stress increases by 1.
Oh, of course it does.
But good for you.
You have a walker ear. Of course,
You
increases.
it's your turn.
It's my turn. So I am presently surrounded, and I have the dumb boy in front of me.
Yes. Well, you're not surrounded. Don't think like there's like an actual circle around you kind of thing.
Okay.
There's a lot of them moving around you. Think of yourself as more in a loose crowd than actually surrounded. So you're surrounded, but there is space to maneuver around.
All right. I am I imagine I can just like pull out my gun, even though it's a gun. I'm going to be yelling, Mia, now's the time to do that screamer and distract them dang walkers. And I'm pulling out my gun and I'm shooting at the wolf in front of me.
All right, go
Murder
ahead.
Wait. No, I don't think Bonnie would do that because all life is sacred. I'm gonna the walker behind me. I'm gonna shoot the walker behind me. She wouldn't hurt the wolf. Not yet.
No, not yet.
I don't think she would. All life is sacred.
They did shoot at me. If that helps at all.
But not the guy that is trying to kill me.
So take a shot at a walker.
I'm shooting a walker.
All right.
I'm shooting the one that bit me.
All right.
Behind my head.
Go ahead. Roll ranged attack.
Ranged is range 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5.
Plus your stress dice.
Plus my mirror. First, I'm gonna roll these guys over here.
You have a +2 bonus because you are at short range.
5,
So you're going to
6,
get an additional 2 dice.
6. I have 2 6s. I get an additional 2 dice.
Because you're at your ideal range of short.
3 6s.
Yep.
There's 5. And then here's my 3 stress dice. Oh, Lord, you help me. You're here. You're by my side. And, well, so it's the Lord's will. I got a 1. Just 1.
Just 1?
Just 1.
On a stress dice or on a regular?
2 5s and a 1. No, the stress die. I rolled 3. I got 1.
Increase your stress by 1.
Whoa, cheapers. But I have 1, 2, 3 successes on my shot.
So your shot goes off, and the walker's attention is turned towards you.
That's fine. If this is my time, if this is what the Lord wants, you kids get the heck out of here.
It's not your time, Bonnie.
Let's see here. All right. As you move forward, I need you to make me an agility, mobility roll to see if you can dodge this walker.
This is me?
Yes.
Agility, mobility?
Yep.
No stress die or yes stress die?
Yeah, you got your stress dice.
But I still got to roll those. Okay.
So stressed.
4. Nope. And no successes on that.
Why are you rolling so badly?
And I got another 1.
Roll.
Another 1?
Roll on the D66, please.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Poor Bonnie. 41.
41.
Bonnie.
Kids, it's gonna be fine. I'll soon, maybe I'll just be with the Lord in glory and it'll be fine. Y'all just make sure you get away.
The walker begins to encroach upon you, and you kind of stammer back, blindly firing as you are already injured. It pushes and encroaches upon you, and you stumble back.
Oh.
And your leg is impaled on a rusty piece of rebar that is sticking out of the ground. You take an additional 2 points of damage, and you must roll on the critical damage chart.
Wait, but why? No,
because she's broken.
Oh, as soon as you hit broken, then you have to.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So now what do I do? Poor
You're
Bonnie.
here.
You're not yet dead.
Don't get dead, Bonnie.
Don't get
Don't,
dead.
Please don't
So
die.
now I roll on the. What is the critical
Hang on,
die chart?
I'm pulling it up real quick. Sorry,
Oh.
I didn't think we were gonna hit it this soon. I'm sorry. I didn't think we were gonna hit it this soon. That's
Oh, Kurt, you underestimate us.
roll a d66.
Okay, 66. Not all three, huh? All right.
No, roll 2d6 and then give me the number.
Bonnie, it's fine. I'll just cut off your ear. We'll be fine.
55. That's funny because.
Kurt, don't make that expression.
Oh, God. What other player character can I be for the rest of the stream?
You be John.
Does anybody wish to attempt to intervene?
Yes, I will.
Yes. Yes.
All of us, yes.
Oh my kids.
Does anybody wish to attempt to intervene? Any one.
One.
I'm drunk.
I'm drunk.
That's why I shove you out of the way and say nope, and I go forward.
As she is impaled in the foot, you have a mobility injury. You have a permanent leg injury. Your mobility is decreased by 1 until it is completely healed, which will take 3 weeks. Her leg is impaled, and the swarm is starting to form towards her, seeing somebody down.
Light that firecracker, honey.
Lisa, you're next, technically.
Wait, how does the intervening go? How does intervene help?
So intervene allows 2 people to swap initiative.
Oh.
Interesting.
So, Isaac, do you want to shove me out of the way, or you want me to just roll with this?
Nope, I'm going to shove you out of the way.
All right, so for this round, Lisa, you are going on initiative 3. Isaac, what do you do?
I swing my axe.
You swing your axe?
Yep, at the walkers that are going towards Bonnie.
Okay. Bonnie is being enclosed around. She is pinned to the ground. You have a single attack of which you can make, or a single action.
Kids, don't worry about me. Save yourselves.
She's pinned to the ground.
Her leg's impaled.
Okay. Yeah, I can't get to her without going through I have to go through the walkers.
There's only 2 or 3, so okay, go ahead, swing your axe.
So that's close combat. So is that just the one? I rolled just the one?
Strength and close combat.
Strength and close combat, yep.
And if you want to use a plus, you can, because you have 1, but that's up to you.
Yeah, and then I got to roll for the stress too then?
Yep.
Is that what we roll?
Add your stress.
All right, so I got 2 6s, and on the stress, I got a 2 and a 2.
So you're fine on stress, and you got 2 successes. All right, so you bring your axe down. What is the damage of your axe?
It says 1 bonus plus 2. I don't know what that means.
You roll an additional 2 dice when using it in its ideal range or close combat. So technically, you can roll 2 more skill dice.
Which I forgot to do. But next time.
So I got another 6. But
Okay, so that so you did 1 point base and then 2 additional. You managed to fell down this walker, right? As you begin to close, but there are still 2 more walkers moving towards Bonnie. The next wolf turns and looks and begins to back up, very much trying to skedaddle out of the area. Same thing followed by the third wolf is looking around. The one wolf makes a mobility check and manages to dodge in and out throughout the crowd, moving away. He's heading towards John at this point. Lisa, what do you wish to do?
Okay, so we have Bonnie is still impaled.
Mhm.
How many walkers do we have approaching Bonnie, and how many wolves do
There
we
are
have far enough away?
There are 2 walkers at this point that are almost on top of Bonnie. However,
Okay.
there are about 10 walkers in total that are around you all.
Oh my god. Okay. And where are the wolves at this point? Like, can I use my movement to get to any of the wolves?
Yes, you could attempt to pursue. Sure.
Okay. Wild idea.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make it look like I'm coming for one of the walkers and trip.
Okay.
But as I trip, can I tumble towards one of the wolves and try to stab him in the ankle with my knife? Like slash their little Achilles tendon kind of deal. Like get down on the ground and...
I like it.
That's kind of sick.
All right. You are going to make a close combat. Go ahead and roll your close combat.
Okay.
Handle that inner ninja, honey.
Heck yeah.
We believe in you.
I got, okay, so that's 6 dice and then
Is
the
this
2
like
stress
drunken knife
dice.
fighting?
I mean, to a
Yeah.
degree, yes.
Listen, my character sheet literally says that all she carries around is her knife and her small bottle of whiskey, and she fights dirty.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she do.
Okay, I got 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, no failures. I rolled so many dice, and I got 1 6 out of like these 800 dice that I just rolled.
Did you get
If
any?
you
Did
like
you
that-
get any ones on the stress dice?
Not on the stress dice. I got
That's
a 1
my
on the
job. Don't
regular
worry
dice.
about it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You lunge forward and jump out. As he is running away, he looks back over his shoulder just in time to see you land, just missing him. He looks back, stupid bitch, as you slice his ankle and he falls to the ground screaming.
How's that for stupid bitch?
Before he gets to utter another word, 4 walkers descend upon him, ripping him apart in front of
Night,
you.
night.
As
Good night.
he lets out blood-curdling screams in his final moments. The rest of you can hear this. The walkers have indeed made a kill. But one thing that you know about that is that fresh kills summon more walkers.
We gotta go.
There's still another wolf.
He goes now.
more.
Nope, only one left to go.
Oh.
The first one went, and then he rolled a critical failure, and he pretty much got attacked by walkers.
Oh,
and
okay.
he's kind
I
of
didn't hear
crawling
that
away.
one.
Yeah. The last wolf, that was dealing with Bonnie, is ducking and dodging his way out of the area.
So he's running away.
He is running away. He manages to get to the U-Haul truck as he is sprinting his way over towards it. And you hear the U-Haul truck fire up. Back to the top with Mia.
Helping Bonnie.
The sounds and smells of walkers all around you, closing in, every second counting. Bonnie letting out, well, I imagine a series of unholy and explicitive words as she has a piece of rebar stuck through her leg, and walkers are enclosing around her. What do you do?
Her thought is instantly on Bonnie. She is not leaving Bonnie here to die.
No,
I
honey,
get-
why
She is
Why
getting
you're
on. She is getting the
fine.
leg, and I say, "You hold your tongue. This is gonna hurt a lot." And I'm pulling her up.
All right. Go ahead and make a force roll for me, please.
Horse.
Force.
Yep.
It's gonna be force. You're gonna have me roll force here.
That's gonna be a big ouchies.
Yeah, because
I'll go bite a stick.
because there is nothing that you are doing that is gentle or finesse related with this.
May the force be with you.
Oh, may the force be with me for sure. It's only one.
One
It's only
success?
One success. But I'm untrained. in
Oh.
force.
Oh,
That's why. I asked why.
Bonnie. She comes over and she grabs onto your leg, and you instinctively let out a massive yelp. No matter how hard you try, she tries to pull up on your leg to free you. Walkers are closing in around you. Bonnie, what do you do? Mia is actively trying to help you.
Mia, honey, you gotta get away. You need to run.
I'm not leaving you.
Go find Rebecca.
Come with me and we'll find her together. Get up.
I can I try to kick my foot out?
You can.
Off the rebar.
Stop, Kurt. This is evil.
So you can attempt to.
I mean, surely Mia got it up a little bit.
All I'm saying is Isaac's strong and he has an axe. But that's just me.
I need that for my ear. Isaac's strong and he has an axe.
Mia and Lisa's knives for you.
Yeah, but if we chop off my foot, it's going to leave a mess of blood everywhere. We got to take time to tourniquet it.
You're going to bleed out.
I got to kick it off.
I'm just saying, you can survive for 90 seconds with a limb missing. Anyway,
I can survive for 90 seconds.
Yep. You got 90 seconds to get a tourniquet on it before you bleed out. You'll be fine. Anyway.
I don't have a tourniquet. I have clothes.
I know. I can give you my jacket.
So, it is your turn, Bonnie. What do you do?
Oh, I have a hammer. Would a hammer somehow? I'm pinned to the ground.
The rebarb is attached to the ground. So you're not gonna be able to drive
you have
it
a piece
out.
of rebar sticking out. Now you can make a force check if you wish to try and rip your own leg off of the rebar.
Yeah, well, then I got to roll 4 stress dice. Oh Lord, I am not good at rolling here today.
Like, as we're talking about this, I feel it in my leg. Like, I can feel it happening.
And every second you delay, the walkers are getting closer and closer and closer.
I mean, do you have any other option, Because you're not the one that has the axe.
2 5s and a 1 on my skill. And 6, 2, 3, 2. Yay!
You got a 6 on your stress die?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
That is a messy critical. You managed to pull your leg from the rebar. And in the process, in that moment of joy, you roll out of the way. Mia, you need to make a mobility check. As Bonnie rolling out of the way, that brief moment of joy and happiness that Bonnie was free, left yourself open for an attack.
You looked me over your dice.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh
Wow.
Oh,
3
wow.
6s and double 4s on my stress dice.
There you go. So
Nice.
you managed to dodge out of the way as the walkers instinctively lunged for you now that Bonnie had gone out of their reach. You do, however, fall back onto your ass and are prone at this very moment. Bonnie steadily bleeding from this gaping hole in her leg. Isaac, it's your go.
Okay.
Where's John?
There's one walker that's close
Mm-hmm.
right now, right?
There are several walkers that are close.
Coming in
feel
because of the
stressed.
fresh kill, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna swing at one of the closest walker to me.
All right.
So double check that. Make sure I got this right. So that's close combat, right?
So for those of you maybe reading the chat, someone offered us +1s if we cut Bonnie's leg off.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're trying to bribe us with +1s to do terrible decisions.
So the stress, I rolled 2 3s. Ooh, and I got 2 successes.
What'd you get on the stress?
2 3s.
And you got 2 successes. Okay, so you managed to fell yet another walker as it turns, its ichor and blood splattering all over you and your axe. You have movement. Where are you trying to go?
Go over and help pick Bonnie up. Trying to
Okay.
help her.
All right, you make it over to Bonnie, but just barely. Lisa, what are you doing?
So Lisa's still on the ground after cutting this guy's
That
ankle,
is
right?
correct.
How far am I from Bonnie?
You are about 15 feet.
Okay. If I can stand and run over, oh god, that looks, oh god.
Where's John?
Fine, it's just a flesh wound. It's only a scratch.
Lisa's gonna pull her knife out, and she's wearing like these tight, stretchy jeans. She's gonna slice a strip off of her jeans and tie it around Bonnie's wound and see if we can stop some.
Make a medicine roll for me, please.
Where's my medicine? Oh man,
Where's
this
that?
roll's gonna be trash, y'all.
Trash.
I have a 2.
Oh boy. It
And
only
that's
takes
just
one.
That's 2 total. So.
Eee.
So that's no successes, and I maybe got 2 1s on my stress dice.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey guys, I think we done messed up.
Harley,
And Lisa accidentally cuts my leg off.
Lisa,
Chat's happy.
Lisa.
I tie the jeans so tight that I cut your circulation off, and it just falls off. I
think
Oh,
worse
God.
things are happening.
Oh God! Oh no! I'm pretty sure.
Right?
It was really nice playing with all of you.
You
Yeah,
tied
exactly.
as you were tying it in a knot, your hand got stuck. And now we're tied together, your hand into my leg.
You're
Lisa,
pulling out the book note, Kurt.
choose your fate. They can roll it or you can roll it.
Who can roll it? Like the other players?
The walker attack that just landed on you.
I'll roll it because then my fate is my fault. And I can't
Roll
blame anybody else.
D66.
Come on.
I'm gonna use not the D6s that I've been using this whole time. Let's see. Let's use pretty ones.
I've never been so stressed in my life.
I wanna throw up.
The game is unforgiving. You are right, Scottish Jeff.
A 26?
25 got him out with a little injury. I don't know if it's the same because it's a walker attack.
Make a mobility roll.
A mobility roll. What is my mobility? Okay. 2, 5.
Eee.
I still roll my stress dice, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. Love that for me.
Yeah, that's what really got me into all kinds of trouble was the
2 successes.
You feel a clawed hand and one of the undead reach out for you. Its teeth graze your skin ever so lightly, and you distinctively dive away. In the process of diving away, though, you manage to avoid its bite, but at the same time, your head finds purchase on the bumper of one of the abandoned cars as you take 2 damage, and your face is split open as a gash
Ow!
as you slam your head into the bumper of the car.
Thank goodness
You're
you
alive.
missed that rebar.
You're
Thank
alive.
goodness I
For
also
now.
already have 2 scars on my face, so
Yep.
whatever.
What's a third?
Add it to the collection.
You're alive for now.
I can't carry both of you.
The wolves tearing off remaining. They've left John. And they have begun to retreat, though he is unconscious as far as you can tell. The walkers begin to flood into the town more and more. The heat building within the town, the sounds of the walkers. You have but precious moments left. What are you going to do?
Right.
I tell Mia in my jacket pocket, there's the lighter.
I'm reaching in, I'm getting one of the screamers, and I'm throwing it in the opposite direction of where we're headed.
Okay.
And Isaac has Bonnie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm booking it to John.
All right, you're going to throw the firecracker. Okay, fair enough. Do me a favor. Give me an endurance roll.
Well, it's like a bottle rocket, isn't it? It's not. So it'll shoot.
No, it's a firecracker.
Is it a
It's
fire?
a firework.
Yeah.
It's a screamer.
It says screamers.
Oh,
In
so those.
parentheses, fireworks.
So
It's a
okay,
bottle-
so those are like they're not bottle rockets. They're like M80s almost. Only they make a really loud noise.
Oh.
I thought it was okay.
That's what I know them as. They normally sit on the ground and make really high pitched noises.
Yeah, they kind of twirl while they're on the ground.
Yeah.
So, indoors still?
Yeah, because you're trying to pitch it.
Okay.
How far away do you get it?
Great question. Let's see.
Whistling comet tells up to glittering column.
Hey, Kurt.
Yeah, what you get?
2 successes, but one of them's on a red.
Oh, so that's a dirty. You got a 6 on.
dirty success.
I got 1 success and then 1 stress success.
So that's a messy critical, right?
That is
Yeah.
that is a messy critical.
I was hoping it would
Yeah.
balance out with the other 6 that I got.
That is true. As you throw the screamers, they begin to go off, igniting, going off more and more and more. They're drawn, the walkers drawn to the attention of this noise, this light, this sound. Isaac.
Don't you say but. Don't you say but. I saw your mouth go.
Isaac.
But yeah,
Time to see if you can save Bonnie's butt. Make a mobility roll, please.
Who? Me?
Isaac,
That's-
he's carrying you.
Mm.
Do you still have your plus?
I have to use the plus.
Okay.
Whoops.
Can my mobility help? No, I don't want to roll.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We can be Jenny, have the don't make me roll shirt.
Okay. my
Just give
my
it to me, please.
So my stress rolls are a 2 and a 5,
Okay.
and I got 2 successes on that.
Okay.
But I have, because that's agility, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And
You
I have
managed-
nothing in mobility though.
You manage to dodge out of the way as the walkers begin to move towards it. The group, having picked up John, you make your way back to the truck as you firemen carry him back. The walkers distracted for the moment. However, you are injured, you are hurt, and you only have John. There's no sign of Rebecca whatsoever.
Is John conscious?
Not at the moment.
Who's got a knife? I need to cut my ear off.
What?
A knife.
As
I
that
have a
at that
knife.
point, at that point, you see Bonnie's ear has very much a chunk of it taken off,
Need to-
as if it was bitten off.
No.
Isaac, get your axe. Come on now, cut it.
Not an-
right,
not an
just
axe.
go. Just go.
I got
I'll bite
this.
down. I'll bite down on my thing. Just somebody.
Let-
Ooh, ooh.
Mia, you cut it off because I got to deal with her leg wound.
You're not gonna cut off her leg.
No, we got to make sure that it's bandaged up and not bleeding out still.
Okay.
Go.
And you see she's holding the knife in her hand, is shaking
John awake.
as she's trying to hold the knife,
Just
and she's
cut it.
looking at Lisa and then looking at Bonnie.
Lisa peeled her face off of the bumper in the car. Is everyone okay? What are you? Oh God! Just do it! Just do it! Oh God! Ow, my face!
Slice.
As you go to slice, Isaac wrapping up Bonnie's leg, trying to make sure she doesn't bleed out anymore. Bonnie, you slowly let out a scream that would
I don't. I was biting down on something.
Yes, you do, as your ear is removed from your skull.
I'm sorry.
Blood gushing everywhere. Immediately, you try to staunch the wound as best as you can.
I take my jacket and start pressing it.
Get some mud and spit, and it'll be fine.
We're not putting mud and spit on your open head.
And that is where we will take our one and only break for today, friends. Go get your water. Go get all your stuff. We will be back here shortly. Stick around, folks, because
anybody want some chili?
Still going on.
Oh, this has been a doozy.
everybody. Welcome back to The Walking Dead. When last we left off with our friends, they were all still alive. Barely. But they are alive. For the second half of this show, for those of you just tuning in who missed the first portion of this show, this is a mature game for mature audiences. Many of the scenes depicted may not be suitable for children or minors, so viewer discretion is advised. When last we left off, our friends were following the trail of Rebecca and John, two star-crossed lovers who had decided to take their leave of their community to start off anew. They had a joint reason, but many of it had to do with a lot of the community did not approve of their said relationship. So they decided to elope and leave. And as such, these individuals, all drawn to them, knowing them, friends with them, having survived with them, were sent to try and find them. Their clues and trails led them to Raven Hill, where they encountered the wolves, who were, let's just say, commencing their own form of roundup, utilizing John as bait to lure the walkers into the back of what amounted to a U-Haul. The group decided to confront them to rescue John, though no sign of Rebecca. Through haphazard and brashness, the group managed to fend off the wolves and secure John, but not at great cost and expense to themselves. Bonnie, having risked life, limb, and ear for the group to ensure that they were successful, is gravely wounded. Stable, but how much longer she has, we're not quite sure. That's right, friends. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I might be bruised and battered and broken, but it's nothing worse than the good Lord went through for us, and I will go through it for you kids. We will make it out of here. Lord willing.
All I can say is Taylor, man, I wish you lived just a smidge closer to Nashville, because that would be awesome.
That's incredible.
What did you put on your? Is that jelly?
Stage blood.
Stage
Oh, you
blood.
can't see it.
Yay!
Oh,
This girl comes prepared.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So, you know
Right,
what?
so-
You know what? From the GM, right? Yeah, you get a +1 from the GM, both Bonnie and Lisa, for the Van Gogh tissue paper and the on the spot like blood makeup.
What? It
That
looks so
Taylor
good.
it does.
Thank you.
It does. Just that quickness right then and there.
I saw Bonnie's ear and I said, "Hold on, I have something."
I got something. I was like looking around. I'm like, do I have a red marker? I need to like make this red. But, okay. So we talked about. Do we have like a minute for healing, or do we still got to get away? Somebody's got to slap John awake, find out where Bonnie is. Not Bonnie. That's me. Oh, I'm delirious.
It's the
Wait,
blood
I'm
loss.
Bonnie.
It's the blood loss.
It's fine.
Poor Bonnie.
You guys managed to get away to safety, and you do manage to stabilize Bonnie. Though how much fight she still has in her, we're not sure. You're all stressed out. You all You all have at least 3 stress at this point. Bonnie coming around, bandage on her head, bandage on her leg. John is still not quite awake. He looks almost as if he's been almost rendered unconscious. Like
Does he have any bite wounds?
He doesn't have a bite wound. He looks more along the lines of like someone hit him over the head real hard.
Ooh. He's got a good old-fashioned TBI. That's what we used to call it in my day.
What's that?
Traumatic brain
Traumatic
injury.
Traumatic brain injury.
Oh.
Good old Bonnie here.
That was Mia, by the way.
I was just like, wait a minute.
I was
That
gonna
was
say.
Mia. That was Mia. I know what a TBI. You said back in my day, and I went instantly. I don't know what that day is.
Okay, boomer.
I imagine I have some type of flask of
Sure.
water, not of.
You have your basic supplies, but after a short period, you guys manage to rouse John, and John wakes up.
I'm gonna spurt some water in his face.
He kind of, what? Oh, whoa!
John,
Where?
John,
Hey, what? Mia? What the?
where's Rebecca?
Holy shit! What happened to Bonnie?
It's fine, honey. It's
Trying
fine.
to save you. Listen up. Where is Rebecca? What happened when you guys left?
And how is she? How's the baby?
the-
Is the baby okay?
The what?
The what? What? The what? You see him start. You see the color drain from his face instantly. I didn't. No.
There's.
No. I.
She's pregnant.
Didn't. Oh
Well, honey,
God.
that's why y'all left, right? That's what John told me. Wait, you are John. No, that's
John.
what the other guy,
No,
Matt.
No. No.
Matt said Rebecca was had
Yeah,
a bone in the oven.
but it wasn't mine. But that's neither here nor there.
Ooh.
I got her out of town because anyway,
Where is she, honey?
Because what? You didn't finish your sentence.
the kid's Marisha's husband. Anyway,
What?
we left town. We thought we'd find refuge. We found this old. On one of the scouting missions with Isaac, I spotted this abandoned complex, and I was like, if we can make it there, we'll be fine. They've got a radio tower. They've got supplies. There's supplies there. It's fortified. It's 10 times better than what we got here, and just we made it as far as the bridge. We decided to camp out for the night, and they came and they took us, and they took her and said that they had uses for her, and me they were just gonna use to feed the herd. They said
Where did they take her?
they got a compound just north of Raven Hill.
I'm gonna pull out the map. Mark it. Where?
Round up. Oh God! He grabs his head and he rubs it about there, and he
This is the weirdest, most awkward saving of anyone ever. I can't feel my face like at all.
What?
Well, Lisa, I can't say you haven't looked better.
Isaac, could you get her cleaned up?
Yeah.
I'll give John some water. Why
He
didn't
kinda
you
drinks-
guys just stay?
If you found such a great
Talk
place
about
that
it
would have
or
been good
something.
for all of us, why didn't you come to the community and we could have all gathered up and gone together if it's a
That
better place?
Because if Marisha found out that Rebecca was carrying her man's baby, you don't think Marisha would kill her?
I would hope she would kill her.
He just
Sure she'd
he
be
gives
upset.
he gives Lisa this look of like, are you kidding me?
Do we know Marisha to have some problems?
Homicidal ideation.
Marisha is very, very jealous and protective of her husband. Almost so that it was very well known in the community that she's kind of the one that kind of kept them alive and kept them going, but in such a way that she has emasculated him on many, many levels and has essentially babied him everywhere he goes, and he has always been resentful of that. So there has been turmoil, for lack of a better term, between the two, but they have always represented a united front as far as the group goes. Now, Marisha is
there something racially making him distinct that a child might have those same traits that would make it obvious it was his kid?
He's the only one in the community with red hair.
Oh, that's not here nor there.
Red hair is a recessive trait. Anyone could carry
Most people don't know that.
John, honey, you know, back in my day, plenty of man stepped up like you did to help get her away. Plenty of man stepped up and just said, "This is mine," and that's not a thing. That happened all the time. So,
man, the world sucked before it went to shit, huh?
No, it was an honorable thing. People did what was right, and for the sake of the new life coming into this world. Because you know what? Let me tell you something, honey. Things are they have gone to such garbage here that you bring in a new life and that precious little baby, and people look around and look at their little face, and when they got that little smile, when they got the little gas that makes go the little poopies, everybody's full of joy and happiness.
His eyes,
I'm spinning right now.
His eyes are just glassing over, like it's the whole like still recovering from a concussion level. Like what
Hey, John.
what?
Hey, John.
What?
Want some?
He grabs that bottle and just.
I'm gonna grab it
chugs.
from him.
He's just. Well, we've got to get her out of there.
Yes, we do. You are you in any position to do anything right now?
Let's go hide him in the truck and check and see if it's all still hidden. He can just.
We're at the truck right now.
Yes, you are. Yes,
We're at the truck.
You are at the truck.
Oh, but wait, where they would have taken her is like we should get in the truck and go.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys mount up into the vehicle.
Honey, someone else is gonna have to drive because I wrecked my foot. I wrecked my foot.
As you mount up into the vehicle and you begin to head out following the trail, right? Time being of the essence. You begin to go and you realize as you get through town, you pull around a corner and you see a large radio tower.
Wait, there's a radio back at our camp. John's so good with the radios. You think he could get his brains up together again just to get that thing working and radio back?
Didn't they say they needed him to get the radio working?
Well, they didn't say it was broke. They just said he's the radio guy, thus making him important.
Is the radio tower what he marked, or is it just?
It is what he marked.
Yeah. That's where they are at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wolves.
There's a radio. There is a radio that is in your town, that is in your little haven, right? This radio, but it doesn't work. Where the wolves are at is at a known radio tower, i.e., there's probably parts there that John could use.
Here's what I'm thinking. John stays with the truck. Clearly, you got injured and are not in a place to really function.
He looks over at Bonnie like, I might be a little bit more of a hand.
If it were up to me, Bonnie would stay with you. And she'll look at Bonnie.
Now is not the time to leave people behind.
I can't tell if Lisa's like having an unconscious moment. Lisa's there.
She just
What?
Around.
What are we doing?
Listen. This is pretty bad.
I thought Isaac helped patch you up.
It's patched up.
It doesn't
between
stop the concussion.
The alcohol and the
Take another drink.
Stop.
No.
You
What?
don't have to
Stop
tell me
drinking.
twice.
No, I want to grab
No, you
it.
gave it to John. John's got your booze.
And I took it from him.
All right, so
No more drinking.
what do we see?
So as you roll up,
Do we get an idea of how many wolves there are?
Let me explain first.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dude,
As you
you're-
roll up to the compound, you see several buildings inside, a large radio tower coming up and out of it. It looks as though this was at some point, like at one point in time, was an actual radio station. And one of the things that you've noticed is that there are several buildings around it. A hasty fence has been put around the entirety of this newly formed compound, and a semi-truck is smashed through one of the walls. Though it is in such a way that it's still blocking off the wall, but you do notice one thing. You notice several of the wolves utilizing that truck to climb up and go over the wall. At the gate to this compound, you see a large congregation of walkers forming. On the other side of the wall, from your heightened position, you can see several wolves moving about. Not a whole lot, maybe 8, 9 at most, but a very large gathering of walkers. Looking out, you see 2 of them escorting Rebecca across the lawn and into the barn.
Can we see how she looks from here?
Are any of you have binos or anything like that?
I have screamers and a knife and a harmonica.
I have bobble vision.
Oh my gosh.
Bobble vision?
Bobble.
Bobble. I got my bobble.
I have a knife, a small bottle of whiskey, and a nail file.
Right.
Wait,
You
maybe
can't-
that bottle of whiskey you can use as binoculars.
You can't quite make out her condition, to be perfectly honest.
I
Though
light a cigarette.
you can definitely tell that she is doing her best to resist their escorting of her.
Okay. So the truck, the semi truck that's bashed in, is the truck totaled?
It's on its
Or is it-
side.
It's on its side. Oh, okay.
So there are buildings around the fence.
Inside the fence. The fence is around the
Inside
buildings.
the fence. Got it. Darn it. I was hoping there were buildings around that we could use as an alternate entrance.
Can we climb up? Could somebody that didn't have a big giant hole in their leg climb up the semi truck to get inside?
That's how the wolves are getting in and out.
That's how the wolves are getting in.
Because at the front gate is the congregation of walkers.
Walkers.
What if that truck had some diesel fuel in it, and me, you got the lighter now. If you went and we tried to light it, blow it up.
I was gonna say we siphon the gas out and use it for our truck in case it runs out, but I don't know how we do that.
It's also on its side, and also we need to get Rebecca.
Blow it up.
The barn. What side of the barn is the in the congregation? Is it towards the back, like away from the front gates?
Is it by the
It's-
truck or is it away
It's
from the truck?
towards the back of the compound.
Towards the back. Maybe we could do a little perimeter around the fence, away from the front, and see if there's an alternate entrance. Maybe cut part of the fence. Can a pregnant woman hop over a fence?
Depends on how pregnant she is.
She's just pregnant. She's not even showing yet. They
Oh,
wanted
okay.
they wanted to get away before the baby was showing. So
Right.
should
I
have
know
never
so much
helped
about
those
pregnancy.
kids.
Okay. I would like to stealth.
Okay.
So I'm holding the cigarette in my hand. I'm like, Mia, can I have my lighter back? Because my hand is shaking.
Do you smoke a cigarette?
I like the cigarette. Yep.
All right, you can reduce your stress by 1.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
No, not everybody, just him.
Yeah.
That's a stress relief, a personal stress relief.
Uh,
I could play us a little song
I'm gonna
on
blow
my
this up.
harmonica.
What's that?
Can I request Piano Man?
I'm gonna go up to the semi and open up
Like,
open up the fuel tank for it.
Make a stealth roll. As you guys see, Isaac just takes off towards the compound.
I would like to stealth with.
Yes.
So is that stealth
He's-
is agility then? Yeah.
Correct.
I think he's got a plan. Why didn't he share his plan with us?
I am not
I
sure.
think he did. I think he's gonna blow up the truck.
Oh,
we should get ready when
We should
if that
stand
truck
by.
goes. If that
So
truck
I got-
goes, the walkers might be drawn to it, and we could get in another. It's gonna draw all kinds.
I
of
rolled for my check. I rolled 4 6s,
Mhm.
and then I rolled 2 6s on the.
Did
The
you just
other
roll
one.
6
The stress.
sixes?
Yeah.
What? Well,
All 6s? That's wild.
I got a 4 too.
6 sixes. and a 4.
Okay, here
That's
we
cool.
go. This
so
is
he
this-
is a ninja.
no. He got messy criticals.
Uh-huh.
What does
Two.
that mean? Messy critical.
Means things are gonna
It
go
means he's successful, but bad things also happen at the same time.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Well, I'm blowing up a truck. Bad things are bound to happen.
Exactly. So Mia, as
You
you
might lose a little.
as you stealth up there with him, right? You help him set about rigging the truck. A small cloth stuffed inside to the opening of the truck. Gas tank, fumes smelling. He lights it, and you guys bolt away. For a moment, the briefest moment, you think you're clear. You're across the road. But the flame catches faster than you thought, faster than Isaac thought. Lindsay's still making her way down the side of the hill. Bonnie providing overwatch from above, mobility limited. You look back for half a second. And it's as if the only thing you can hear is a ringing in your ears. As a sound so loud, so monstrous, temporarily deafens you. As the truck explodes, it doesn't just simply catch on fire. It explodes, rupturing its fuel tanks, the engine lines, the air in the tanks. A secondary explosion goes off as it reaches the other fuel tank. You're not quite sure what was in the container of this particular truck, but it was very highly flammable. As chunks of flaming debris begin to rain down, a massive hole is blown open in this fence. The shockwave goes out, knocking both you and Isaac to the ground. Lisa, your ears begin to ring. The walkers knocked down, some of them dead, those caught in the initial part of the blast. Others begin to stand and walk and move in. The wolves, caught off guard, immediately begin to fight the walkers as best as they can as this horde begins to move in. You have sight of the ball, but you have to get through a crowd of walkers to get there.
How tall is the fence?
The fence is about a 10.5-foot tall fence.
And is it like the chain fence or is it like planks that they've put up?
Planks.
Okay. Yikes.
It's how tall?
10.5 feet.
And it's on fire.
And it's on fire. And everything in the immediate vicinity is on fire. including walkers that are walking in on fire.
Nice.
Great.
But what about the back? I thought y'all were going to shoot around to the back during the chaos and the destruction.
Oh, no, I said I was going to blow the truck up.
Yes. But while you were doing that, although Mia went and followed him.
Yep.
Lisa, wake up. Honey. Are you all right? Are you all right? Is it good?
My ears are, the ringing is
Let
loud.
me tell you, it's funny.
It sounds
'cause
like
even-
there's a dog barking for some reason.
Even though oops, you missed mute. That was great. Even though I cut my dang ear off, I can still hear the ringing in this one too. This one and this one and all right.
Mia's scrambling to her feet and gesturing for Lisa and Bonnie, gonna help Isaac up and start trying to go along the fence.
All right.
Not going in where the zombies are going, but trying to find a loose plank.
All right. You do find a loose plank. The
I have a
shockwave
crowbar.
alone. The shockwave alone will have caused the
Integrity.
the integrity to be kind of shot. You manage to make your way inside. Who all goes in with you? Lisa?
Yeah, if I can go in, I go in.
Okay.
Isaac.
Bonnie, are you going to attempt to go in, or are you going to hold up with John at the truck?
Oh, I think I
Hold
should stay
up.
with John.
Mia would want you to stay with John.
Yeah,
got
I'm
your
gonna,
revolver.
I'll give one of y'all my crowbar because that might come in handy. I still got a hammer and my pistol.
Got it.
All right.
As you go in, you're met with a scene of horror as the walkers are falling upon what is left of the wolves. Out of the building, their number is quite more substantial than you initially thought from seeing around the yard. And the walkers are making short work of the wolves. They're firing their weapons, trying to do what they can, but there's just so many of them. Some of them see you and begin to lumber towards you, Mia, as you make eye contact with the dead, the things that wish nothing more than to consume you. But your eyes are on the prize, and you see the barn, and you don't see any guards. They're too busy dealing with the walkers that are rolling in.
Going straight for it.
All right.
As stealthily as I can, because we don't know what's inside.
You can either go fast or you can go quiet. You don't get to go both.
Just run it.
Yes. You say run it? If Isaac's
run
running it, I'm running it. We're running it.
All right, so everybody who's moving with her, give me an endurance roll, please.
Uh-oh.
You are clearing roughly the width of a football field.
Kurt, you love me. I have a 6 on a stress die and a 6 on a regular die again.
Lisa, what did you get?
I got 1 success, but no ones on the stress dice.
Okay, and Isaac.
I got 1 success and a 2 and a 5 on the stress.
So as you all begin to make it across, Rachel, you lean across, and you guys clear the space within seconds. Adrenaline filling your body. You get to the barn door, and you immediately fling it open to look inside. But as you do, you go hastily trying to save Rebecca, knowing her condition, knowing how important she is to your community, not for her skills, but just as a person. You're caring for her. Your belief in her abilities and her as a person and everything that she can add, and now the added injection that she is with the first to be born within your community. Disregarding all, you fling the door open, and an alarm starts to go off. Like an old fire alarm. As you look above the door, and you notice that there was a PIN code on the building. And as you rip the door open, that adrenaline coming into place, the fire alarm above begins to start to beat, the hammer ringing against the bell, the all too familiar sounds of your childhood when you were changing classes in school, or when you heard the movies talking about a building being on fire. That ringing, that constant ringing.
How high up is that?
It's just above the door.
So I could swing my axe at it then, okay.
You sure could. But regardless of you swinging your axe at it to end its sound, you can feel multiple eyes upon you, Rachel.
Let's move.
As you enter the door, you are met with a gruesome sight. Bodies butchered. Strung up like cattle, as if you were to go to a meat plant, only it's people. And in the back of the room you find a cage with several other people, to include Rebecca, inside.
Oh my god.
Nobody else is in here but them, all too busy dealing with the walkers.
Open the cages.
Is there a lock?
There is, in fact, a lock.
You have a crowbar.
You have a nail file.
As you all look and immediately run over, taking in this gruesome and grisly sight, they see you. Rebecca recognizes you, and she calls out to you all. Mia, Lisa, help, get us out of here. And the other people look to you, all weak. All who shouldn't have survived, but have somehow survived. In a panic state, they begin to scream, cry out for you, begging you to help them, begging you to get them out of there.
Is it all one cage or individual cages?
It's all one cage, but they're grabbing at the door.
1 second.
They're not hearing you. They're panicked. They're afraid. They're scared.
How wide are the bars?
No, this isn't like an actual cell. It's more like a holding pen for cattle. So they're just big enough for like a cow head to kind of fit through, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And then it has chicken wire that's been put all around it, so they couldn't try and squeeze out between the bars.
Use the crowbar to start tearing it apart.
And I'm also, in the meantime, going to take my nail file and try to pick the lock on it.
Okay, so you go ahead and pick. You can attempt to pick the lock if you wish to do. Do me a favor. You're going to do a wits survival. I'll give you on that one. If you're trying to rip it down with the crowbar, that is going to be strength and force. Mia, what are you doing?
Great question. I think I'm watching where we came from to make sure that it's clear once we get it open, that we can actually get people out.
Go ahead and make a scout roll.
Okay.
That's 2 successes on the nail file.
Okay.
My dog has been barking incessantly for such a long time now.
We haven't heard it at all.
I haven't heard it at all.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yep, not even one peep.
Hey, Kurt.
What did you get?
You're gonna love me.
I don't know.
I got 1 success, and I got another success in a stress, and then I also got a 1 in a stress.
Look at his face. He's like, ooh.
I think he loves me.
Isaac, what are you doing?
I'm making things juicy.
What was she trying to do?
She's trying to scout out to make sure that the area was clear.
Okay.
The area's not clear.
I was using the crowbar on it, and I got 1 success on attempting to pry it open, and I rolled a 1 on the
On a stress?
On the stress.
I need you to make a mobility roll for me there, Isaac.
Oh boy.
Oh, fellas. Oh, fellas. Oh, fellas.
So the stress on the mobility, I got all 2s, and I got 1 success on the that's endurance, you said?
No, mobility.
Yeah, I got 1 success on the mobility.
Okay. This was an opposed roll, just as an FYI.
Mm-hmm.
As you're ripping it down, you hear them scream. You're not sure why they're screaming, but it could be anything from the confusion of what's going on, what's happening. Lisa, right as they're screaming, you kind of grab at your ear, the tinnitus, the ringing in your ear from earlier, just kicking in even harder as the lock pops. Rachel, you instinctively begin to look out and look around, and your eye catches sight of this hulking human being, easily 6'5" and 350 pounds of pure muscle, bald, scarred, wearing little more than a leather apron. And you hear the sound of a saw, a buzz saw, begin to turn on. And you hear him just go, fresh meat, as he grabs Isaac and rips him back and throws him onto a conveyor belt headed towards the saw that is very much used for butchering cattle.
Nope.
Roll initiative.
You have to remind me what we're rolling again. Mobility?
What did we use? Agility?
Use your agility.
Oh, just agility?
Yep.
And then the whole number, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm singing to John, Jesus loves you, this I know.
Do you know any other songs?
Swing low, sweet cherry.
Something cheerful!
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Lord. I love this dark, terrible moment. And freaking Tracy's all like, I'm going to talk about sprinkles and fairies. That's what we're going to talk about now.
And at first, I thought she had a whoopee cushion attached to her ear.
Yeah,
I looked for something
I mean-
red. I found an orange washcloth.
that would make sense.
It does look like should.
Okay,
It's
so what are
happening.
your initiatives, Isaac?
12.
Mia
17.
and Lisa.
Also a 17.
Hey!
So for that purpose, when you guys both have the same initiative, you guys can determine when it's your turn which one will go first.
Okay.
So the order is going to be Lisa, Mia, Isaac, and then the butcher.
The butcher. Hate that.
I also hate that. Thank you. Thank you.
As he's holding Isaac down. Isaac, you look up at him. His face is gnarled and mangled. His teeth unnaturally sharpened, like he's actually filed his teeth himself, with a giant W gashed into his forehead. It looks as though he has repeatedly kept the wound open, not allowing it to heal.
Buddy, you need a Tic Tac.
After all, the incident, the happening, the calamity, whatever you say you want to call it, has affected us all greatly and in different ways. And for some, when there is no law and no society, their monsters truly come out. And this thing just so happens to be one. Lisa, Mia, you guys are technically up first.
You can go first, Lisa, if you want, because I think my eyes are a little wide staring at this massive being that's in front of me.
Did I see where the butcher flipped this switch to turn the conveyor belt on?
It's just a swinging like a swinging power button.
And
So it's
how
a
close is it to him?
It's like behind. It's behind him. Like it's just hanging there. Like it's in his arm's reach, but he's not holding on to it.
Right. And where am I in relation to him right now?
You're over by the cage. You're about 10 feet away from him.
Okay. I would like to try to. This is so dumb. I'm gonna try to run and slide between his legs to get behind him.
Okay. I've heard of dumber things, but let's do it.
Get him in the tenders.
Yeah,
You
all
can
right.
do it, honey.
You are going to make a
with my
mobility.
knife. Oh, can I do that? Can I slide with my knife like up and try to take him out between the legs?
You can attempt to.
You also have 2+1s, by the way.
You need to make an agility mobility roll.
Agility. Mobility. So that's 5.
Kirk,
And then I'm
can you
gonna
look
use
at Discord?
both my +1s.
I can't at the moment.
You
Yeah.
can say it out loud. I think it's fun. Unless you want it to be secret.
Let me
We'll
here.
see how this at the end of this round.
Okay.
I got 3 successes, and I got a 1 that's on my regular dice, not my stress dice.
What did you get on your stress dice?
A 4, a 4, and a 2.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead and make. So you have the ability to clear the space and slide. Bonnie, in answer to your post there in the old Discord, I will tell you this much: you can certainly try.
Sorry.
Make your close combat attack, Lisa. What'd you get?
She's got to roll it yet. Lisa.
Lisa.
Close combat. Sorry, I thought you were talking to Mia.
No,
Oh, no.
Lisa.
You're like,
Too many
However-
ears.
There's a lot of E's.
Okay,
You
wait,
do get
6,
to
4,
add, I
5,
think,
6.
+2 because you're using your knife in a desired range.
wait, so what else do I get to add?
2 more
Plus-
dice.
So
2 more dice.
2 more
strength,
dice.
close combat, and then +2.
Combat, okay. And then I have stress dice. The amount of d6s that I just rolled. Okay. Ooh, okay, wait. So I got 1 regular success and then 1 6 on a stress dice.
Okay. So you managed to slide through and you managed to stab him. Though, oddly enough, you try to stab at his, I assume, nethers as you slide through. And you do make contact, dealing damage. However, he doesn't seem to be fazed by it. Blood spurting out, hitting your body as you slide through to the other side. He lets go of Isaac and turns to face you.
As he turns to face her, I'm running up and trying to hit him like in the neck with my dagger.
Okay. Make a mobility roll.
I'm good at this. I can do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then here. Okay. Oh.
So many dice.
Oh my god. That one fell.
How many dice are you rolling, Rachel?
So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 for my mobility plus agility, and then I have 3 for my stress. So do the math.
Got it. 11.
I have only 1 success, but my stress is a 5, a 4, and a 3. So.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Yay! Okay. What is my attack? Dup.
I like how she disappears off camera.
Right? She just vanishes.
Oh, do I? How do stressed. Okay, deep breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then those. Okay. 1 success.
Your night.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
3 successes.
Hey.
Anything on your damage die? Or, I mean, on your stress die?
A 5 and 2 4s.
Okay, cool. All right, so you run up and you stab in with your knife, right? Ooh, let's see what this roll is.
Oh.
Okay. I like it. As he rears up, right, and his head turns to look at you. Isaac, you're no longer pinned to the conveyor belt, but that buzzsaw is getting very close.
Can I roll off of it?
Sure, go ahead and make a mobility roll.
Have we gone one whole turn in initiative?
Not yet.
Okay.
Almost. Once the butcher goes.
So
Bless you.
my stress dice is a 2 and a 3, and then I got 2 successes.
Okay. You roll off. You manage to land on your feet. You look and you see Lisa and Mia tackling this behemoth of an individual. What do? You have one action.
Can I swing that hook part of the crowbar at it?
Yeah, you can swing the crowbar at it, sure.
So that is strength, close combat. The crowbar doesn't have any pluses to it, does it?
No.
Okay. Ooh, that was close. And I got 1 success, and I rolled a 5 and a 2.
Outstanding.
The other die.
All right. All right.
Right on the border.
You land it, right? And you guys are like all three of you attacking him, but he has some sort of what feels like an unnatural resistance. His pure bulk and strength alone is allowing him to take so many hits at once. And he looks around and he looks down at Lisa. Lisa, we're about to make an opposed roll. You need to make an agility roll.
I don't want to do
You're good at that. You're good at that, right?
I am good at that. Just a straight agility roll.
You're going to make a mobility roll to dodge, yeah?
Okay.
Agility, mobility.
and mobility. Agility.
You get both.
I don't like that look. I think you should stop having that look.
I
Personally.
got 1 success.
You are grappled around the throat as he picks you up and holds you over his head for half a moment.
Oh,
He
God.
just looks at you,
Oh, God.
staring at you, smiling.
So now Bonnie has been sitting there and her kids are not with her and John is stable and she just, you know, just like mama bears do, and they think their kids are like dead in a ditch with a car on top of them and walkers. So she decides she's going to get in that truck and gosh darn pain be danged, she's going to fire through the fiery opening that's been made, bashing through the walkers, and just pedal to the metal, find that barn.
Bonnie badass.
Let's go,
I can
Bonnie!
drive a truck. Plus, I'm a speed freak and I get +2 when I use mobility to drive a vehicle. So that's what.
You're also plowing through a crowd of walkers.
Don't on fire. Surely the
crispy.
herd is thin, and I have a +1 from chat.
That's cool.
Three.
It is a by all means. Let's see how this goes.
All right,
Oh, don't do
I
this,
got
Kurt!
7 die. Come on. Whoops. Come here.
I'm just saying, an air intake can get clogged with undead parts just as easy as it can with everything else.
Okay, 2 6s.
Okay.
1, 2, right? 2. That's 5. A 2, a 3, a 4, a 2, and then my evil die.
Wait, does that have a scoop
3,
on it?
5, 5, 3.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes.
So you managed to get the vehicle going and running down and driving down. You managed to punch through the fence and arrive at the other side of the field, for lack of a better term. You're going to end up being now at the end of combat. You'll be the last person to go.
That's fine.
As you arrive,
These kids need a way out, you know.
John just looks at you like you're fucking crazy.
I am.
And back inside, finishing up the butcher's turn, he hurls Lisa onto the conveyor belt.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. Thanks,
Now
I pass.
we're going to make a contested roll here once again. I'm going to make a melee attack roll, and you are going to try and not get caught on the 1.5 foot radius buzzsaw blade used for sawing things
Fam,
down.
I might
Lord
be
have mercy.
half a Lisa. I might just be a Lee or a Suh. I don't know which.
I think that would make you a halfling.
You need to beat 2 successes.
Wait, so what am I rolling exactly for this?
Your agility and your mobility. You're attempting
it's
to
the
dodge
same
out of the
type
way.
roll.
Do you have
Okay.
any +1s? No +1s.
No, I used them all.
Darn it.
Come on.
I
I
used
really
mine,
don't want to
by
be
the
cut
way.
in half right now. I also have 2 successes.
Cool. You managed to dodge the blade, but you're still on the belt.
Okay. It's less bad.
Now it's the top of the turn with Mia and Lisa.
Can I dive off of the conveyor belt?
With an agility roll, yeah.
Can I help by stabbing the dude again?
That's not going to help her get off the belt.
Isn't he holding her?
No, he just threw her on
He
it.
threw me.
Oh, I see.
Well, yeah, surely she could have used the momentum of being chucked up there to roll right on off, right?
Or she could roll into the saw blade. You never know.
Right.
Tensions are high. Stress is high.
And
So I got 2 successes, but I got a 1 on a stress dice.
No! Oh, you're going to lose a limb. It's coming. Arm,
That's
leg,
bad.
right ear. You could match me, but be an
So-
opposite.
All right.
I feel fear.
Mm-hmm.
I
Coming.
feel fear.
You roll off. However, comma,
Meow. Off
not
the limb.
before catching the blade. As the buzz of the blade is heard, and the instant sound of it meeting flesh, left or right.
Left. What are
Do
you?
I
Are
have
you
to-
right-handed or are you left-handed?
Right-handed,
Right-handed or
that's a
left-handed?
question.
Okay.
Left or right?
I have technically a D2. This is gonna
Okay.
be right. Okay, I'm flipping a coin.
Okay.
Left.
As your left arm at its bicep is cut down to the very bone before you are able to unpurchase yourself from its cutting teeth, blood and muscles spraying everywhere. For the remainder of this combat, you will have no use of your left limb, and you are bleeding profusely. Take 2 points of damage.
So if I was already 2 points
Broken.
down, which means that I was at.
You are now broken.
Oh God.
So we're gonna roll on the handy dandy
Welcome to the
chart.
Broken Club. It's fine.
Let's roll
You can
on
still
the
drive a
handy
truck.
dandy. Let's roll on the handy dandy chart. Oop! I gotta pull up the thing.
Fine.
Does she roll 66?
She does roll 6 to 6.
So roll two 2d6s.
Well, tell me what you get.
As she's standing there, just
Determine a 10-sided.
a 63. Or a 36. I said 63 first, so we're just going to go with it.
You said 63 first?
As you stand in shock of what has happened, your body writhing, blood spurting everywhere, the absolute chaos of the situation, flinging around, unable to control what's happening, the panic, the alcohol, the entirety of the day overtaking you. You fall back onto the conveyor belt. No. You are cut in half from your shoulder to your hip. You die.
What? Wait, but she made it off and got caught. How did she get back on? That doesn't even make sense.
The critical injury chart says that she was crushed. However, I flavored it differently. Regardless, the result is die.
Oh,
Everybody else's stress increases by 1.
Including
it does.
Is that including me?
What's that? No, you're not in the room, so you don't know.
I didn't see it yet.
Mia, but you will. Screams.
I will.
Mia
I'm
screams.
fixing to see it in a hot second here. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Mia.
Oh my gosh.
What do you do? What do you do?
Is the big guy bleeding much at all?
Sure.
Does he seem ever affected?
Oh yeah, he's wounded. Tick tock, can't take forever.
I turn Ibrahim. Does he look like he's rearing up to attack, or is he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for him then. I'm going to stab at him with all of the anger and grief and fear and adrenaline that is pumping through my veins.
Murder.
Clickety
What about
clackety.
the people that we let go? Are they helping?
No, they're running in fear.
They're running in fear.
Yeah.
Oh, did they get out? I thought that was still locked.
No, she popped the lock. Lisa popped the lock.
Oh.
They're all rushing out right now.
These fuckers. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I forgot to roll my stress dice. Which is all of them. Okay. 1-6.
1-6.
1-6. And my stress is 2 2s, a 5, and a 4.
You stab the knife into him again, and he looks at you, bleeding, blood coming from his lip, as he looks at you as though you are his next target.
Isaac!
Do I go after Isaac?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna technically go after the butcher.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna swing my axe at his head.
Alrighty.
Swingy move.
Oops. So I had 1, 2, 3 successes, and I rolled a 2, a 4, and a 5 on my stress.
So your axe finds purchase on him, bringing him down to his knee, and he looks up at you for half of a second. You have a chance to make a final blow. What do you do?
So I pull it out and I impale it in his head again.
Okay. So you pull the axe out and lodge it firmly into his skull, and he falls over. And as he does, you see little Mia kind of pulling her knife out, crawling off of his back. The others running and screaming. Bonnie, you see the door fly open, and you see people running out of the barn.
Rock!
Multiple people, faces you don't recognize, faces you don't know. And they see you and immediately start trying to pile into the vehicle. Some do, some don't.
Get in the back of the truck. Get in the back of the truck.
Rebecca.
Doubles
Mia!
over and just throws up.
Isaac! Lisa! Get your asses out here!
As you two stand there looking at what's left of Lisa, momentarily, just but a moment later, taking in the gore, the viscera, her arm begins to move and her eyes begin to flutter open.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna.
Okay, I was gonna tell you, stick it in her ear or something and kill her.
You got green makeup, honey.
I'm gonna grab her whiskey bottle. I'm gonna take a sip and I'm gonna run. With Rebecca, hopefully.
As you run out to the building, you see that Bonnie's there with the truck. Several people already climbed in. Rebecca has already climbed into the cab with John. And Bonnie seems to be waiting for you too.
Mia just has tears like streaming down her face as she hops into the back of the truck.
Honey, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe. You're with me.
Lisa's
We're going to
gone.
get out of here.
Lisa's dead. Lisa is dead.
Is there like a horse blanket or any type of blanket in there or no?
Not really.
No. I was hoping to be able to wrap Lisa up and drag her out to the truck so she could get buried at the.
But she's turning into a zombie.
No, she's not anymore.
No, I'm sawed in half.
You're alive.
No, she's dead. She got cut in half, and
Right.
Mia stabbed her in the head so she wouldn't turn.
Oh, and that did fix it. Okay. I got confused.
So
There's not much there, and you are pressed for time.
I grabbed the apron off the guy, put her body on that, and drag it out.
As you do, Bonnie, you are met with the horror that is befronted you as Lisa is sawn almost in twain from shoulder to hip, and Isaac carrying her out and what remains of her. As you load in, the walkers are encroaching. Increase your stress.
As I'm dragging her out, I got tears actually coming down my face.
Oh, God. Isaac, let's go. Let's go.
Yep.
Hurry up. Get in.
Load her in the back of the truck and get in the truck.
And I pedal to the metal. Spin that truck around because I know how to drive a truck and getting the flock out of there.
I need you to make a roll.
I need to. Okay, so that's
I
my
need you to make a mobility roll.
mobility plus
You should
2.
be at 4 stress right now.
I'm at 5.
All the
5 stress.
All the stress.
All the stress,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm at 5. And I used up my plus 1. I don't think I have any more.
Yep.
You get in. It's fine. Nothing. No successes. Well,
No failures? None of it?
well, I'm rolling that now.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Stress.
Oh,
5.
no.
My God.
What happened, Tracy? What happened?
She flipped the truck end over end.
Well, let me show you here. Let's see if I
Oh
can
no.
do this.
Oh no. Oh no.
A 6, a 6.
2
a one-
6s
Oh,
and
2
2
6s,
1s
2 1s.
and a
Oh.
5. Wow. I think I might have killed us all.
I have a seatbelt on?
As
Oh, God.
as Bonnie tears ass out of there, the vehicle hauling ass, cutting through walkers left and right. The vehicle hits something on the ground, and it goes flying and soaring through the air, spinning. And the last thing you all remember is the impact of the vehicle hitting the ground, and everything faded to black.
We're all going to see Jesus together.
Mia,
God.
you wake up back inside Perdition Falls. And you look out, bandages on your head, your arm in a sling. Bonnie, asleep next to you.
It was a dream. JR?
Bandaged, broken. Lisa gone. Isaac gone.
I was in the back of the truck. I didn't get in the cab.
You sit up and try struggling so hard to remember what happened after that moment, but it's all a blur. It's all blackness. But you look out and you see those that you did save, those that did make it, fortifying the walls around the town. And then you see John. Hey, Mia.
Hey.
I got the radio working. You still remember how to work it?
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's go. If you're feeling up to it.
Yeah, help me. She'll,
He comes and he helps you or whatnot, right? And he kind of helps you across the street to where the radio's at. He's looking around and he goes, "It cost a lot, but well, we've got better walls. I don't know. I'm gonna go check on Rebecca." And he slides.
Okay.
Yeah, she will be. And he slides the mic over to you. And he walks out of the room, and you're left there for a moment by yourself inside this Radio Shack. And you see the green lights abuzz. You have the final word. What is the final word?
Takes the radio. This is Perdition. Calling all survivors. We have safety and security. 37.4507 degrees north. 77.4360 degrees west.
And that would be the fade out. Thank you, everybody, for playing The Walking Dead.
Yes.
Wow!
Wow! Oh my
Man.
gosh!
I got cranked, y'all.
You
Heroes
did!
are forgotten, but legends never die.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for The Walking Dead one-shot
That was
tie-in.
brutal!
Wolves at the
That was
door.
wild.
We were playing Survivor mode, so Survivor mode cuts out a lot of the campaign rules,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
fast and heavy and brutal and whatnot. Lots of death,
Poor
lots
Lisa.
of killing.
Poor Isaac.
But it wouldn't be
Brushed and
Survivor.
sawed.
But it wouldn't be Survivor if people didn't die. And that was awesome. In all honesty, that was great. Bravo to my
was
cast.
so
Bravo to the
fun.
people who played. This was so much fun. There was a loop
Yes, it
thrown in there I
was.
wasn't expected, but hey, we rolled with it and it's all good to go.
Wait, what didn't you expect?
I don't know, Rebecca to be pregnant.
That was in
That's
the thing.
in. It's in the
I know.
thing.
Yeah,
But it wasn't mentioned for a reason. That's why I never said anything about it.
Oh, shit.
It was a secret.
Yeah.
That it was my secret. But I mean, when you get to
I
a
loved
point,
it.
there's
Yeah.
a point when you're just like secrets evaporate because you're just so worried and
That's so good.
Right?
Oh, it made everything very juicy.
I hope everybody had a good time. I hope everybody watching had a good
So
time.
fun.
But
Good game.
as you can expect,
yes,
Um,
I enjoyed
you're,
it.
You're seeing it here first, The Walking Dead. When Studio B kicks off in February, you can be sure to catch The Walking Dead, ran by me. And probably Rachel will be sitting at the table if I can con her into it. Around the table, most definitely on Friday nights. So I am looking forward to it. I hope that you all had a wonderful time. I am not 100% sure if we are rating into anybody. Are we rating into anybody? Manda would be able to tell us if we are rating into anybody. We normally rate into people. But thank you again. Thank you again to everybody for all the biddies, all the subs, all that stuff. It very much helped them, very much came in clutch. And I am here just in aghast at the impromptu. We have a Van Gogh and we have a bloody face, and just, it was amazing.
Bloody face wins.
These folks all did amazing for this being their first time playing the game ever. Some of them their first time ever utilizing the system itself. But yes,
it was fun.
It's a fun system. This is a lot of fun to play.
It is a lot of fun. I greatly, greatly enjoy it. That being said, friends, I don't think we're rating into anybody. I don't
I
know.
see a loot die repeat.
Who are we rating into? We need to rate into somebody. Somebody.
Amanda. Yeah, all I see D&D is loot die repeat. I don't know if that's anyone that Blue Box has rated into in the past. I have no idea.
And
Yeah. The other one I see is Goodman Games.
Yep. Thank you for the compliments, friends. I guess we're not rating into anybody. That's fine. It's okay. We ran late to begin with. Let's just be honest. But thank you everybody who hung out with us. Check in tomorrow for myself and Rachel as we are doing a deep dive into Vampire the Masquerade. It is your first night as a neonate, and we're going to explain to you everything that you should expect in your new undead state. Thanks again to my wonderful cast and everybody who played with us today. It was great. I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. And for those of you who are sitting in the audience who know the significance of some of these characters, what can I say except you're welcome? All right, friends. Thank you once again, and we will see you all here next time.
Do we do the thing?
What? Do the thing? No, I'm not gonna good at the thing. I'm not any good at the thing. If you want, if y'all want to do the thing, Rachel can do the thing. Rachel, do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Are you on mute?
Muted.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. It doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Hey, folks! If you're watching and you haven't followed, first of all, it's right there. It's for free. We'd love to see it. And if you're a follower who hasn't subbed, we get it. But also, it's free on Amazon Prime. Thoughts? Okay. And then if you're a follower whose sub has expired,
Sacre bleu!
one question for you.
What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub, friends. If you like what you see and want to see more, make sure to hit that follow button, friends. That all being said, I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all have nightmares now, and you're welcome. That being said, all right, friends, have a good night. We will see you all next time.
Bye.